is enough. Trial is alone. Breeze fall.
Hey, what's up there? It's Al Garbo. All right, that was a test out new introduction. Probably got canceled by the YouTube Nazis. Who knows? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Not that big and important to be oppressed by them Nazis. Anyways, was tripping balls earlier from one of these chocolates. Maybe have another dosage here in a little bit. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just doodling around right now. Trying to draw. Ward decided to stream. It's been a fucking week. Been a fucking week. Can't talk about it now because potential shit is brewing. But let's just say motherfuckers are trying to rob me. As usual. Oh well. Well, I don't like this camera even though it's high. Oh. Fucking you're using my Oh. I guess that's the only one. Well, I don't want to see my dumb face. No, nobody else does. There we go. I got an angle more there. Yeah. So, just drawing along, drawing some peanuts. Not peanuts, just, whammons. You know what I noticed? Here's a theory. Is why people go to Starbucks all the time is because they put fucking bacon grease in their fucking coffee. Bacon grease has the same addictive things that whatever it's called. Apparently, it hits the brain the same way as cocaine and heroin. So that's why everybody likes bacon so much. So fucking bacon grease is the same thing. Literally the same thing. Okay, got a drawing I'm trying to redraw. What's up, dude? Oh, howdy from Texas. I love Texas. How you doing today, sir? Best brisket in the country. Rudy's Barbecue. Oh, you're from Russia? Texas, Russia? Are you in Russia right now? Oh, you think I'm from Texas? I'm not in Texas. I'm in Nevada. There. Okay, there's not a pause. It's just I'm leaving the lower third up like a weirdo. Yeah, I'm in Nevada. You know, in the Las Vegas area. Elvis Presley, even though Elvis Presley's not from here. Um, Mostly known for where people get married in one day. You know, wedding chapels everywhere, prostitutes everywhere. Even though, ironically, prostitutes are everywhere in every fucking major city. I scared somebody off by talking about prostitutes. But a lot of things they don't know about Vegas is extremely Mormon and very, very Asian. There's a lot of Asian people here. Um, what else do we got here? Well, we got all kinds of food, all kinds of different cultures. So, you know, we got everything. You can you can name. So there's not really any specialty cuisine. Say that if you get drunk well, you can wake up in Texas, whether from Russia, even from Africa. That's pretty funny. I guess the only place you don't want to wake up in is a Mexican jail. I guess you won't want to wake up in a Russian jail either, especially if you don't speak. Well, me, I don't speak Russian, so I'd be in a shitty situation. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Russian people out here where I'm at because of Circus Olay, the entertainment production. I used to work as a roadie, so a lot of Russians worked in production. Production stagehand because they were always just certified with shit. They had engineering knowledge and all that jazz. So definitely easy hire because of their education, their knowledge, and basically a lot of them were retired from Circus Olay because a lot of them would come from those shows out there and practice their life. So they were experienced with climbing and heights and stuff like that. And they work without complaining. And plus, like the viral videos, you know, the viral videos, the only in Russia footage, It's okay. It's okay. Almost the same area. There's a lot of desert out here. Actually, it's diverse land. I mean, go to the southern part where I'm at, it's definitely a lot of desert. If you go to the northern part, it's greenery. You got lakes. You got some forest. I mean, it's really cool. But the gun laws at one point were more lax than Texas, but Texas just recently caught up with the laxing and brought it up a notch. So now Texas is more lax with gun laws than Las Vegas. Las Vegas is at this point. So, but still, there's more freedoms out here where I'm at than there are in Texas. One of them specifically is recreation marijuana. They still suck. They still suck in Texas. So if you smoke weed, definitely is a bit difficult to be a pothead still in fucking Texas than it is in Nevada. But yeah, I worked with a lot of Russians when I was a stagehand. And one thing I learned about Russians is one, they're all ex-military, and two, don't ever trust them if their answer is, I was only a truck driver. The only reason I know that is from cops. And the reason why you don't trust that answer is because because that's what they're trained to answer all the time. They're literally saying, I know so many different ways to kill you, so don't blink a fucking eye because that fucking pencil I will cut your throat with. I will rip your throat with it. So usually that answer just means yeah, fuck with me, I'll kill you. And most the Russians I met, that was their answer most of the time. Yeah, I'm ex-military. I used to drive a truck. Okay, so if I piss you off, you're gonna kill me. So oh, and the other thing I learned, the only AK, the only AK you should ever get and you should ever trust, and forgive me if I butcher the name because it's hard for me to pronounce, is the Kalashnikov. Straight up, the only and the best AK in the market. That Russian steel. Nobody else can get it right. That's why it's so fucking expensive. Now the Bears, the bouncers. They're relaunching the Dead Space franchise? That is news to me. That is news to me. Well, my personal thoughts, because I just got into PC gaming, is same like everybody else. You got modders out there who modded Dead Space and did everything, gave it new graphics and stuff like that for free. I mean, there were even people on there for the first one because there's a mouse issue with the Dead Space 1. It's too finicky, and they fixed that. So repackaging it for that market is just plain ridiculous, especially since it's pretty much free if you have an Xbox Game Pass. And then reselling it for same deal with the console owners, like the people who have Xbox and the Xbox, the new piece of shit that came out. It's basically a giant fuck you to them, because it's like, really, you guys put the first Dead Space in 4K, gave it 4K capabilities. I mean, what else are you going to do at that point? I mean, it's one of those games that aged well. The only thing you can do is well, like I said, just go to PC, because at that point you're better off just getting PC and putting the mods in that other modders made for free, opposed to paying EA for repackaged shit. And what are they going to do? Make it less gory, like with Mass Effect, where they took out all the scenes, which is silly. They took out all the scenes to sexualize a character more, even though fucking Mass Effect was known to be the video game RPG with sex scenes in it. That was the biggest market of the damn game, was the sex scenes. Or the sex scene. But I say sex scenes in plural because who you choose to fuck, you could fuck the blue alien. You could be gay for all you wanted to. I mean, it's pretty much optional, but it's just like, come on, EA, who are you pandering to? Because, once again, the original Dead Spaces are available on Game Pass, and Dead Space 3 has got that silly ass microtransaction. So yeah, I saw the Castillo Protocol, that, or Callisto Protocol. I thought that was supposed to be technically Dead Space 4, but it looks badass. It really does look badass. But still, why are you going to repackage the Dead Space trilogy when you already have the Dead Space trilogy on the Game Pass with the EA Vault? They should really do. Oh yeah, the new Battlefield trailer was showed off, but me, I'm cringing over that because it's like, you're promising too much. I just don't see the weather stuff actually coming in the final product. And that was great about Dead Space, is because Dead Space is what you see is what you get. Especially with the first two. First two were really, really horror, and then the last one, Dead Space 3, was really, really action because of the co-op. And what really killed the horror element of Dead Space 3 is they decided that, you know, all the ammo was the same ammo. Like 1 and 2, you had separate ammo for things, so you kind of had to think of what you were going to carry and what you were going to use, and what ammo you needed for what fight or what horde mess, and then utilizing those weapons in the space you were at. Kind of like Resident Evil 2. You know, well, that would be absolutely retarded. What I'm thinking is they're just going to make it less gory and less horror ish. And and yeah. But even when Dead Space came out, it was pretty damn progressive. I mean, you started the game, your captain was a black guy. And your captain was fucking awesome. He was a good guy. It was that lady who was a fucking psychopathic bitch. And she was always blaming him for shit. And he's like, I'm trying to get us out of here. I'm trying to get us alive. And then, yeah, you had Asian people in the game. Mind you, they got killed. but they were victims. It was pretty damn progressive at the time. And it still is. I mean, hell, there is an achievement with a fucking Asian man's fucking last name. Pang. Something like that. Pain as to find. Oh, did I lose you? Oh, thank you for coming on, dude. Oh, is that you again? I thought I lost you, dude. You still here? Oh, I was thinking this. Wouldn't this be silly? What if they decide to make the Necromorphs racist? No, hear me out. The Necromorphs only affect white people. And then all the all the Asians, all the black people, and all the Mexicans on the ship are safe and they're still alive. And then that would be the game. All the white people, you gotta go. You gotta go. The Necromorphs are only after white people. But then that's going to get complicated because then, Jews, I don't know how it's like in Russia, but Jews in America, some Jews consider themselves an ethnicity. So being Jewish is not just a religion, it's an ethnicity. Which gets confusing because, there could be there's black Jews, there's even Asian Jews. Oh, that's why. There's even Hispanic Jews. So that being said, I guess but wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that fuck with people? Making the Necromorphs racist where they only affect white people. Or how about this? Not just white people, white men. So I guess, see, that's where it gets complicated. If Isaac's Jewish, because depending, I don't know, it's still confusing here. Oh, same thing with Italians. Okay, good. I was worried I lost you. Italians don't consider themselves white; they consider themselves Italian. Even Italians that are born here, They don't consider themselves white. They're Italian. They're Italian American. Which gets complicated too because guess what? Nowadays, I met a guy, black guy, who was Italian. He was born and raised in Italy. Had an Italian accent. So, is he. I didn't really ask him too much because, when I grew up, I don't care what race you are. It's not my business. I see it, or I see you. I see you if you come up wanting to do business. That's the reason I met this guy is because I was a job supervisor and he rolled up wanting all these trash booths that my boss wanted me to chop up with the chainsaw and throw away in this trailer. And he's like, look, I want these booths. I'm gonna rent a U-Haul truck and I want to take them. I'm like, fuck, that saves me fucking gas and fucking labor. You can have the fucking booths. So, yeah, that's how I met him. And then, oh yeah, I was getting into this conversation because I was telling him about my wife. I was telling him how my wife doesn't know what ethnicity she is. She just, for the longest time, she grew up thinking she was Mexican. Then meeting her family explained that she's not Mexican. But she started laughing. It's like, yeah. And then he was telling me how, he was born and raised in Italy. I was like, oh shit. Okay. You're Italian. Damn. And the first thing that came to mind is, you must be swimming in pussy. You're a black guy in America with an Italian accent. And you bet you can speak Italian. So you're probably swimming in that pussy. He's like, yeah, I am. But yeah. He was a cool guy. But yeah, he rolled up wanting the booze. First, my boss says, is he going to pay for the booze? I'm like, dude, he's bringing a U-Haul truck and taking them away for us. That saves you fucking space in your fucking dumpster. It saves me fucking gas from hauling this shit back to the shop and throwing it in your fucking dumpster. So be grateful he's taking them away for us. And neither of us have to pay for it. It's like, oh, yeah. Like, why the fuck am I going to charge him for trash that he's taking away? Yeah, crap. I drew all over my blue lines. Oh, well. Well, in this day and age, you can't even be in a interracial relationship anymore without being accused of being a racist. It's fucking weird. Hell, even biracial fucking people are racist. It's fucking weird. But it's pretty much like a cult out there. Nothing's good enough for anybody. Titties! I don't know why. There we go. There we go. I'm going to show it because fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube and its social justice warrior codes. Their oppressive regime. Well, EA should have just fucking begged the creators back. The creator guy of Dead Space begged him back and had him make another fucking Dead Space. Same thing how I feel about Battlefield. Instead of making that 2042 that is promising way too fucking much, like it's happening again. They're promising way too much that it's probably not going to be in the final product. What they should have done is give us a Bad Company 3. And not just any Bad Company 3. Hire the Hodge twins, and it should be starring the Hodge twins in that game. Because the Bad Company, that was one of the funnest Battlefield campaigns because those fucking characters are just fucking hilarious. But they're not going to give us that. They certainly are like, nope, no Bad Company 3. It's like, why? Why? Everybody wants Bad Company 3. They don't want... I mean, 2042 looks cool, but a lot of it seems like a lot of Call of Duty references. And then, you know, like I said before, they're promising way too much in them trailers than what I think the actual final product will be, especially for the consoles. I mean, it's already proven already that the consoles aren't powerful enough because look at fucking Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a total disaster. And it barely plays right on the fucking new generation consoles. I mean, you're not... I don't know. I've been disappointed. Like Battlefield 4, I was playing that on consoles, and it was terrible when it first came out. It took them 5 years to get the console right because of you know, EA rushed DICE to port the PC version to consoles, and well, we all knew what happened from there. It was terrible. Terrible. All right. About 50 minutes in this. Try to draw one more thing. I gotta pee. I'm squinching everywhere. If you haven't seen that, give me 1 minute. I gotta pee. So I don't leave you guys hanging. I'll put a commercial break on. Get that ready. Oh, that's my videos.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's don't want to spoil anything in the book. I would say the last, it does build, the tension builds, and the last 80 pages or so, 60 pages should get very, very intense. I mean, you bring things to a boil with all these different characters. For an agent, you feel from the beginning. I mean, and in fact, the way you set up the story of these soldiers kind of making their way across the snow feels like they're running from something. It's not good. Their situation isn't good. By the time you hit, page 7, you're feeling tense.
The USCCA is the premier self-defense education and training company for anyone who wants to keep themselves and their loved ones safe. We have over 589,000 members.
Holy shit.
And even though the USCCA was started over 17 years ago, it was exactly 10 years ago in the month of June 2011 that we launched a new benefit called the Self-Defense Shield. Back when we launched Self-Defense Shield, it was to solve the problem of if you've done everything right.
Yeah, I've heard that, but the final game product was, shit. There was a lot of promises that they could not keep. There was a lot of abilities that aren't in the final game, and it just doesn't run right. PC, of course, it runs the best, but between the consoles, the next gen consoles, PS5 Pro works better than Xbox One X, whatever the fuck it's called. But that was a game that they promised way too much and just didn't deliver, unfortunately. Oops. Which is unfortunate. Because that was a game I was really excited for. And really, I would have played it multiple times. I would have done the New Game Plus, but their excuse was people don't play games multiple times. Well, fuck. And then what was their other excuse? Oh, the memory issue. You couldn't this was one of the ridiculous mechanics. You couldn't dismantle the weapons you pick up. Well, you can only dismantle and pick up so many and make your own gear till the game crashed on you. It's like, really? That's a stupid ass glitch. But that was also the console market's fault too, because why would you make a next gen game for current consoles and then make it crossplay? You gotta pick one. And I think we all learned that. Same thing with the new Halo coming out. I honestly was not impressed. Not impressed. And all the Grand Theft Auto 6 talk. They're not coming out with the Grand Theft Auto 6 anytime soon. It's blatantly obvious. I mean, they got the new shit coming out for GTA Online. They need to do, and what they should do, is make Grand Theft Auto Online and fucking add the content or the other places that people want, like Liberty City and stuff like that, and put a whole GTA country. But the thing they really need to do with the GTA Online is fix the control scheme, because it needs to be more like Ghost Recon Wildlands, and then take off, make the HUD and the map more similar to Red Dead Redemption, where you either see people on the map who are shooting at you, or you see them once you see them on your map, because that was one problem when you got attacked by trolls and grifters in GTA Online, is that you could see them everywhere. You could see who's who and what they're doing. Made being tactical a problem, which the stealth part was fucking pointless. And the same problem with GTA Online on the PC is the biggest problem, because console players are abused more than PC players, because you can run into a nice modder who's going to give you just fucking throw money at you. And eventually, with some people, enough is enough. But come to think of it, that's why that werewolf video game wasn't too successful either, because it came from a tabletop game with a lot of lore, a lot of history behind it. So when it came to the video game, it just wasn't there for people. I'm trying to figure out, I don't remember what that werewolf game was called. But yeah, a lot of fans were disappointed with that because it didn't quite deliver. Final product wise. Two of my favorite games right now is Deep Rock Galactic. That game is the shit. And then that Predator game. That game is pretty cool, even though the AI is wonky. It's a great co-op game. Let's see, hour 8 minutes. I'm about to end the stream pretty soon after this drawing. Done because I'm broke, I'm cheap, and StreamYard only gives me 20 hours a month. I try to use them right. Try to use them sparingly for the most part. Try to use it wisely. Do, 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 do. That's weird. Never seen that one before. Huh. That was weird. All right, dude. I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you so much for coming in, dude. I appreciate you. I'm Al Gargoyle. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Thank you all for coming on.